Hello friends, welcome back to another round of my sports predictions. We are covering again 9 FL games, American football, you guys know. So we had the last round, we had these games which you are currently seeing. There were 9 games in total, we got 6 out of 9. So we'll just review this very quickly, okay? So the first, we had the Patriots against the Colts. I told you the Colts were going to win, and that was the case indeed. Now after that, the Falcons against the Chargers won. Jaguars Texans, the Texans won. Bengals Steelers, obviously the Steelers. This was very easy, I think. Now this one, the Vikings against the Cardinals, this was a very close game, like very, very close. Like just 1 point away from the difference. It was very close. I had the Cardinals originally winning, and it was going to be the case, guys. It was very close. But unfortunately, for the sport prediction, we didn't really get that. The Vikings won in the end. After that comes the Commanders against the Titans. I told you that the Titans were going to win. That was not the case. The Jets against the Seahawks won. This was also a very easy game. I think the Jets are like the worst team so far in this season, so it was very easy to really predict. We had then the Saints against the Rams won, and the Panthers against the Buccaneers. Tampa Bay won. So this was also kind of close. The Panthers had a chance at winning. They were really not that disappointing at that game, but man, I mean, I guess you never bet on the Panthers. I don't know. So anyways, like I told you, 6 out of 9. That was very good. Not as good as my other rounds, but it's very, very good, especially because I'm getting better, guys. I'm improving my systems, and it's going to get even wilder now. I'm doing actually soccer prediction, which is incredibly hard, way harder than this. I mean, just way harder. The fact that we have a third variable, which is a tie, a draw, and happens around to 20 to 30% of the matches, is going to be it just adds way more difficulty to that. But anyways, we had this is the new set of games that I have for you. Again, 9 games. We have the Steelers against the Browns. This is the first game, and I have the Steelers that they're going to win. So let's take a look at the stats just very quickly, and we'll see that the Steelers, yeah, they are very high favorites. I mean, they won every single game in the last 5 games except just one. And the Browns, they only have 2 wins in the last 5 games. Now, funnily enough, they got the loss and the respective win against each other. So this is going to be the second time they face off in a relatively short period of time. But yeah, I think the Steelers are going to get this. I think that's going to be pretty clear for me. Now let's take a look at my other pick. We have the Dolphins against the Jets. I think the Dolphins are going to win. Again, this one is also very easy because, like I told you before, the Jets are really, really struggling right now. They are one of the worst performing teams in the season. You have 3 wins for the Dolphins, 2 losses, and only 1 win for the Jets. So yeah, I think it's going to be very easy. I think it's actually, some of you guys could already knew this was coming. So yeah, the Dolphins are going to win that game. After that, we have the Vikings against the Falcons. Yeah, the Vikings against the Falcons. And let's take a look at the stats. So yeah, the Vikings are going to win. It's very easy also to predict. I mean, all of the last 5 games, consecutive wins, and the Falcons have 3 consecutive losses. So it's kind of very, very telling. And yeah, I mean, the history supports the Vikings. So yeah, it's also one of those easy predictions. Now after that comes the Giants against the Saints. Let's take a look at the stats. Let's take a look at the stats. We had the Giants, we have 5 consecutive losses, and the Saints have 2 wins at least in the last 5 games. And yeah, my prediction is that the Saints are going to win that game. Now we have the Eagles against the Panthers. The Panthers have been disappointing, so really, I really took that into account regarding this prediction. Not only that, the fact that the Eagles just look way better. So let's take a look at the stats very briefly. And yeah, five consecutive wins, only 2 wins for the Panthers. So yeah, very easy also. Now we have Tampa Bay against the Raiders. Now this is going to be a fun game, I think. I think it's going to be at least entertaining, more balanced. So we have, my pick is Tampa. Let's take a look at the stats. Let's check these numbers. And yeah, the Raiders 5 consecutive losses, and the Tampa has two consecutive wins. So not really that impressive, but it's way better than the Raiders. So yeah, Tampa is going to win that game. Now let's take a look at my other picks. Now we have the Titans against the Jaguars. So yeah, the Jaguars, also one of those teams that are really struggling right now. The Titans are not really that good either, but at least better than the Jaguars. Yeah, they definitely are. So we have 5 consecutive losses and 2 wins for the Titans. So yeah, the Titans are going to get that game, I think, very easily. It might be a fun game, but I mean, that's what my pick says. The Titans will win. So we have the next up, we have Cardinals against the Seahawks. It looks like a very good opportunity for the Cardinals to get revenge. But unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the case. I think the Seahawks are going to score another win, another consecutive win against the Cardinals. And the Cardinals, I mean, they had everything to win that game. Look at this. My prediction was very, very... maybe some things are still left to be modified, something like that, but I was seeing very clearly that it was the best chance the Cardinals had to win that game. And now, in this case, I don't think that's going to be necessarily the outcome. So yeah, the Seahawks are going to win this game, even though they are pretty equal. The only difference is that the Seahawks have 3 consecutive wins, so this is very important. It could be the beginning of a nice streak, of a decent streak at least. And finally, the last game that I have is the Rams against the Bills. And the stats say I think it's going to be a very close game. Both teams are pretty good, but the Bills are doing much better. They have 5 consecutive wins, only 3 wins for the Rams, only 1 win, loss. So yeah, it's not really... doesn't really seem to be a trend right here. So yeah, the Bills are going to win that game. That was my prediction. Indeed it was. So yeah, there you have it, guys. 9 games, and we'll cover these games, all of these games. We'll be updating them, and in the next week I'll bring you more games. Now I hope I bring these games on Friday, because this is that was the usual day where I bring these videos, and unfortunately I was very busy. I'm doing lots of financial predictions, not just for myself, but for my subscribers. So it's taking a lot of time. So yeah, enjoy these games, and I'll see you guys later. Just finally, I forgot to say, subscribe, share, like, give me that comment, give me your feedback. So yeah, let's see what this round looks like after these games conclude, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.